Hello, 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 hello.
Okay. Check. All right. Hey everyone, thanks for coming to Live Coding Meetup number 14 already. How? 010. Nice. And yeah, it's nice to see some, I think, new faces and also, of course, some of our established live coders. So tonight we have a very nice evening of people showing a bit their live coding setups. We will probably do some jamming and we will also have some time to have some drinks, ask some interesting questions about all the cool live coding stuff happening here. So I think it's nice always. I mean, a lot of people here already know each other, but not everyone. So I think it's good to still do a introduction round, just to quickly say what's your name. Maybe if you want also, do you do some live coding already? And if it's video, audio, maybe which environment you like, or maybe what you're interested in trying. And then we can always talk about those things later. So yeah, I would say let's start with that. And Yeah, I will start. I'm Nikki. I've been live coding for a few years now. I started out using mostly Hydra for visuals, but now I'm also trying some other things, trying to make some music, and it's very fun. And I really think the idea of using code for making audio and visuals is very fun. Yeah, we don't have to do the microphone for everyone. If you just say, then it's fine. You want to start?
Hi, I'm Annabelle, and I start live coding this year. I just learned Hydra, and I'm now currently learning Giver. So I wanted to learn how to make sounds live coding. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Alex. Um, yeah, I started live coding like 5, 6 years ago with some pure data and title cycles, and then kind of fell out of it, and I'm kind of coming back into it now. So yeah, it's exciting to be here. Sorry? Title cycle, super collider, Hydra is kind of what I'm working with most now.
Hello, I'm Theo. I'm completely new at live coding. I'm here to discover. Yeah. I'm Theo. Yeah. That's it from The Hague. Thank you. That's it. I don't know what to say.
Hi, I'm Wouter. I make digital things and I sometimes live code, but I'm more of a VJ kind of guy. I like Hydra and I made my first Twirl thing this week. But I also do a robot show which is live and uses Chatine for signal processing, which is a thing I didn't run into here before. Anyway. Oh shit, now I have to... Damn, I was set up. Hello.
Hi, I'm Flo and I'm taking photos and it's very nice to be here.
Cool, thanks Flo.
Are you holding the microphone for me? Oh, thank you. No, no, no. My name is Timo. I've been live coding for a while, I think since 2018 or something. I use a language called Mercury, which is for music. I made that also, so that's why I use it. And yeah, that's about it, I think. I mean, there's much more, but let's move on. Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm Arshak. I don't do that much live coding, but I make software where emojis are the primitive, and now I'm making video games with emojis. Yep.
Joris, I don't really do live coding, but I'm a programmer and DevOps engineer. I just like the idea of live coding a lot, so that's why I'm here.
I'm here by accident. I'm a painter. And my name is Danny, art painter.
I'm Sol. I don't really have an idea on live coding. So there we go.
I'm Han. I like things which are fun. And random visuals are definitely one of those things I really like. Yeah, true. I already touched Hydra and went to the randomize button and then change things and take things and combine them, that kind of stuff. And just journal things I stumble upon and I take it and I look at it and I have fun with it.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I came along.
And I'm Lilith, and I also did some Hydra, but not that much, so I wouldn't consider myself a live coder. But yeah, I like digital stuff. So.
Hello, I'm Richard. I live code mainly in Hydra, and I'm currently also learning Strudel, and I'm doing also a lot with P5 and making visuals with pure math. So that, yeah.
Okay, I'm Rick. I'm a microstand now. I'm Rick, media artist from Rotterdam, also doing live coding and use Hydra. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm Dan. I'm doing music live coding in Strudel. Yeah, started this year. That's it.
I have my own microphone.
Okay. This is a boss one.
Hello. So, okay, I think we can concatenate my introduction with the first presentation. So I'm Seb. I'm also a live coder. My project's called Ear, and with it I do strange music and visuals with different live coding environments. What I wanted to show today is mostly a setup that I'm preparing for a collective performance that's coming up. And I will be using title cycles mostly, and then a lot of MIDI, like super dirt MIDI, that maybe I can already start showing here the screen.
I want to say some other things before we move to the presentation.
So
actually.
we will go to the rest of the presentation in a moment. Nikki, please. Yes.
I mean, that's why we have two, right? So I want to start with sharing. Maybe we can put my screen on there, on the big one for now. Yeah. Okay, so we have a notepad here, and you can also open it on your phone or wherever you want by scanning this QR code. So feel free to add your own notes, maybe down below here. Wait, not that far. We can collect some contact info if you want to stay in touch with people. Fine. We'll also put our contacts in there, and made a little schedule of the evening. And down here we also have some what's going on? Whatever. We have a QR code to also join our group chat on Signal if you want to, maybe stay in touch with the live coding community. Sorry. And then, I heard not everyone is completely familiar with live coding here yet, but that's totally fine. If something doesn't make sense in the break, just come up to anyone and ask them questions. I think most people here are very excited to share how everything works. This is also the idea of live coding, to show your code on the screen, to promote the idea of openness, to share your code on the screen, and also maybe not to take everything too seriously, because I think there is already enough coding that is very serious, and we are here to have some fun, make some nice visuals and music. Yeah, the schedule. Yeah, it's here. So people who will be sharing today are just sharing some of their maybe work in progress environments, nice insight to see how they are doing live coding, and also have a break in between. And later we might do a jam where we use collaborative coding environment Flock to do a jam together with audio and visuals. Anything else? Oh yeah, and then I also want to promote my friend Wilbot's show that's happening in Tilburg on the 1st of November. It's gonna be in a club setting, but they're gonna be live coding there, making some cool music, cool samples. Be there if you have time. And yeah, down here I put some also resources about live coding. We have the Netherlands Coding Live website, where you can find all the live coding events happening in Netherlands. And we have some awesome live coding resources with almost every live coding environment language ever created. And then, like I said before, the Signal group. So then I want to give the stage to Seb, who is gonna do a presentation now. And yeah, after that we move on to Annabelle, but then I will tell some more about that. So you have your microphone, go off.
Thank you. Well, it's only temporary, but yeah, I'm on. Okay, so back to the presentation or whatever, like what I was showing. So just to show the workflow a little bit, I want to be fast, so I'm not going to go completely in detail. but maybe I can show quickly here. This is kind of like let's forget about everything else. I'm constantly learning from people using different environments also that I'm less familiar with, but also title cycles, that is maybe I used it most, but I still look at those tutorials from Alex McLean, and there's always something new that I'm learning. So now I was learning to use this randcat function that I've not used before. But anyways, for the sake of simplicity, I'll just show this quick example with a single note. And let me get this volume down a bit, perhaps. I can zoom in a little bit. Something is wrong. You can see the error very. What's going on? We're missing notes are there. MIDI-chan. We don't have a sound. That's what's happening. Okay, so there we go. So in theory, my volume is down, of course. But I see that this looping video is still around, so let's remove that. Now in theory we have, I'm going to stop everything. Should be silence. And when I play this is going to my MIDI channel 15. Maybe I should play this a little bit faster. Or maybe chop it and make more events. So this is now going to channel here in Reaper in Adobe, and this from here is being routed to an external synthesizer, which probably you cannot see in the camera, but it's here. It's a really small synth, Roland is one. So that also allows you to have still some gesturing with the knobs and stuff like that. I'm killing it with the volume here. Let's push it up here. And I also have another external module that I'll talk about a little bit later, but the idea is that I have like here different MIDI channels with different instruments, so I'll just go kind of quickly through this. Maybe let's give ourselves a bit more events or more notes. Very shy, what's going on here? Note is playing. It's very low. Shouldn't be this low. Can I push you? Okay, we can change the instrument. Normally this is a lot smoother. This is very odd because it's quite loud, but we cannot hear much. But okay, A6, that's a very high note. Okay, maybe let's start from scratch. D2, let's forget about chop. Send EEC message here. My amp is very low, of course. I did this myself just before I started. Here we go, amp 1. Can we push this now? This is weird. Okay. 4, let's do another instrument. Do we get audio? A lot of notes, but no. Okay, these are the risks of being first presenting, of course, but at least there's something here. This note is very high, so it gets a little bit weird that the sound is so loud. No, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Will this help? Okay. Yes. Debug your life. This is clipping, but we can barely hear it. Very strange. Okay. Anyways, here we go. So for some reason this is quite soft, but let's move on to another instrument. So anyways, this is generally how I work with like different instruments that regularly you can hear, although today they're all quite soft. You can of course, the nice thing about title cycle is that you can make this you can combine, you can make lists and do a lot of stuff with them. So let's see if 11 gives us something. It's all very soft. That's not changing. Okay. And then I'm gonna stop this. And then what I have is if I can play samples. I also also have this external module. This originally a voice trigger. So let's make this exaggerately loud. And so now I can send this to this kind of external granulator synthesizer or so, and play around with the kind of like external effects on top of the samples that I'm using. Let's compress this a little bit more. And the idea is that I'm going to use this also for voices. So maybe I can. Supposedly I have some voices here, but maybe this is enough to give you an idea of what's going on. And then of course this can be combined. If I add to this, I think this should work. If I change this for then my MIDI driver, we have notes. I'm gonna need a MIDI channel, so let's use this. Yeah, somewhere here. Not sure if this is gonna work, but let's give it a shot. Let's use a different operator, and let's go to the external synth, see if this works. That's not promising. Okay, MIDI is not working. Notes, there are notes. Okay, I can show the MIDI here. Yeah, so now you hear also the other amps. So I'm not completely sure what was going on before. And then this particular operator basically makes every MIDI chan function on the script 15. So then all these different synths are now going to this external synth. Okay, I think I don't want to take too long and maybe leave a little bit of room for questions if anyone has questions. So I'm going to stop now. But Dennis has a question. And he needs a microphone so that people hear his question. Sit next. Come, sit next to me. Or you can stand also. Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, here. Yes.
It's also not working. Can we put audio here, like voice, like you did on video or not?
Yeah, on the video I was just playing something from the
like
internet.
sound already sample? No.
Yeah. Let me think. I do have a samples thing here. Let me check which of these has a voice.
Is McLean or like this?
Yeah, but that was a video. I was playing it like a tutorial, so I don't want to go to YouTube and search a tutorial right now, to be honest.
I certainly have
we can
my
do that
meetings.
maybe later. I was checking if there's is this voice alphabet? Let's give this a shot.
Let's try.
So let's go back to the go away. Let's go back here. Sorry, that's not the one. This is the one. Let's go here. D1. Sound, and you need to kind of pass a string for the name of the folder where you're gonna look for all these indexes. Let's imagine 4 notes. Let's make this a tiny bit slower, something like this. Let's make the gain a bit softer just in case. 0.6. Nice thing about strudel is that you can just say 0.6 and not 0.
Yeah.
2.7 down here. There's
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so
okay.
there is something there.
Can you run it through your
yeah, it's gonna
road?
it's coming. But let me first compress it a bit here. That's me. Shape 0.3. And then maybe let's change the note a bit so that it's not always the same sound. So let's say run, n, and then make this run function. Let's say 8, something like this.
Yeah.
And so let's make it a bit louder here. And it's already going to this thing actually. This is just dry. This is already like delayed. And then this I can scatter the sound.
Can you slow down speed or not?
No, not in this. I can change the pitch in this thing.
Okay.
But I can change the speed, of course, in Tidal.
Let's
say
something.
0.4.
And let's maybe play like from small to fast speed.
Small to fast. Well, you could use
maybe with sine like range.
Yeah, you could do
like
something like that. Then say, for example, speed. But then instead of using like a list or a value or a particular value, then you can say something like slow, maybe less slow, slow one. I don't know, a sine or a saw maybe. So times 3. And you can change, of course, or you can also use a list inside of this thing.
Yeah, this is fun.
0.3. Okay, very fast. And of course, you can play it backwards.
Yeah. Maybe some delay or no?
So now you can
and
hear
reverb.
The combination of both, I guess.
Yeah. We now fall on the floor and to make it.
Well, it could. Then we need maybe like make an array, I guess, or something like this. I usually do this thing just for convenience. And then you're gonna need a bunch of sounds here. Oops, missing this S. And then we do the 4 to the floor. Just a bass drum.
Bass drum. Yeah, let's just put it.
Let's do also up. Sorry. Let's do also maybe one more. This one, something like this. I don't hear the 4 to the floor, no?
Yeah, because it's not.
Oh, yeah, there. Now we can hear it.
Yeah.
It's soft though.
It's really soft. Yeah. Oh, it's too soft.
Why?
Maybe
so
because of
soft?
speed. No, it's like changing speed.
The speed is also affecting this other stuff, of course.
Yeah, we need to
that's the
put speed.
reason. So then, what we want is actually to have this. Still quite slow.
Still, yeah.
Quite soft, actually.
Maybe anyone else
Just
has
exaggerated.
questions to what's going on here?
But then what we need is here.
Oh, this is nice.
Something like this. This is super soft. 1.5.
I think
0.8.
It's some. Maybe there is like some low pass
I'm on
filter.
max.
No.
Well, doesn't matter.
High pass
We don't want to take forever,
Yeah.
like troubleshooting this thing. But okay, this is more what you were looking for. You want it faster though, so I guess we can change slow for fast.
Yeah, something. Yeah. This is good. Yes. Yep.
You could also have a list here and say, give me 4, give me 12, give me 8, something like that.
Yeah. We straight to the club now.
Okay.
Anyone
and
else have questions?
Yes.
What's
Anyone
going
else has
on
questions?
there? Like, did you get it or not totally? No.
Enough. Thank you. Move on. Yeah, great.
All right, let's move the
Yes.
microphone to here.
This goes to the next presenter. And the webcam. Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, we can just hold this one for now.
No, because the stand. Or we can leave this microphone here and leave. Yes.
Let's connect you to the
okay, Nick, if I put it here?
Is this?
The other side. Yeah. There we go. Nice and noisy. Okay.
You get it. You have real time, right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes, it's right. Yeah. All right. I guess that's me.
Gimme.
Hi.
There you go.
Right. Oh, yeah, again, that's fine. Thank you.
As loud as possible.
Yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Annabelle. And first of all, I'm going to present my 100 days of Hydra life coding. So I did 30 minutes for 100 days live coding. And well, there was a lot of experiments like using the camera and trying to make like geometries with circles and colors and a lot of blending. And it was quite a journey to mix camera and geometry shapes. I do have some. Here, some videos. Yes, so first of all, I started like just playing with colors and effects, and then like some mirrors, like light, and yes, also like pixel noise. Yes, and I also really enjoyed trying to make this Mondrian, if I'm not wrong, Mondrian painting, and like just trying to make the specific shapes and the movements, and like playing a lot with that. Yes. What else? Oh yes, and I really like this one. It was like a flower, and I was trying to like project the geometries above of it, and yeah, I think it's just nice how can we use the camera and like bring the live coding into like another layer of reality. Yeah, oh, I do have this video also. There's like me, and like I'm just like really zooming in into, yeah, just trying to zooming in the colors of my eyes. Yeah. All right. And then I want to present some Giver experiment. So Giver is like JavaScript based, and it's like a mix of cycles, P5, Hydra. I do not know how to communicate the other ones, but it has some quite community, and this is the playground. So I'm just gonna play it, example, and
You don't have audio, I think.
no, I'm not playing anything yet.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So for instance, you can do like, oh, is it? Oh yeah, I don't.
You do need audio.
Yeah.
Wait. Give me. Give me. No, I take it.
Oh, thank you. Wanna start again? Yeah. So you can do like music, but also you can do visuals, and these are like 3D visuals. Yeah. So it's like a really interesting mix. And then you can just like you press Control dot and it stops everything. So I can just restart it and I can show what I was working on today. I have this preset. Mhm. So yeah, so here I have the gig and just gonna play it. Shoot. Yeah. It's fine. Yes, I might. Yeah, I'm a bit scared of the sounds because I was. If it gets a bit distortion, I'm sorry. Okay, nice. And yeah, it's like Yeah, if you have any questions. Yeah, there was something in the kick or the drum.
Questions? Let me try to do it.
Yeah.
Wait, I can also come to the mountain.
Thank you.
Sorry about this. That was awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
I didn't know about Gibber before, but I
Yes.
do a lot of 3D stuff.
Yeah.
For universities and shit in XR, VR.
Mhm.
And I'm super fascinated by the fractal thing. Is that
Yes.
Julia? Is that like a preset thing it has?
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
I load my
So,
own stuff? How does it work?
Yeah, so there are some functions inside of Giver. And for instance, Julia makes this distortionate shape. And then you set up the texture. And in this case, I have some dots. And yeah, there's not too much mystery in there because it's just like you say the scale and then you have this 50 giant, and then I just was changing the camera position. So for instance, if I press this, it will look like smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, and then like in here, fractal for the second, then it's like the sequence of like how they're like showing up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. And yeah, and if you want to make it stop, you just say fractal stop. And also in Giver, there is some documentation. Wait, if I just restart. No, maybe, okay, yes. If I go to in the beginning, you see like you have resources, and then there's this Giver reference, and then you can like go through and you can like make, for instance, like a box or a cone or a prisma or mandelbulb, but I haven't get yet in there.
Yeah, so it has a bunch of your standard 3D primitives in there?
Exactly, yes.
And could you also feed, like, to the fractal some of your beats variables?
Yes,
like if you
for
could say,
instance, like in this case, I wasn't linking the sound with the fractals, but there is like a example over here. You say creating objects. And, oh yes, so I can restart the engine. And if you have your synth, and I think it's in here. There's no sound. Why? Oh, yes, because you set up your sphere, and do know that if you can link it when you set the value to it. but yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
yet
like,
get there.
we don't have to have the demo right now. I was just really interested to know if you could.
Yeah.
I'd love to load in some of my 3D models in this and see what happens. But you can in B5 as well, so there's like these
Yeah.
different convoluted ways of doing the same thing.
That would be really interesting.
But it seems really nice because it's integrated.
Yeah.
Thanks again. I will not take up everybody's time.
Yeah.
Very, very quick and obvious question. There was a Julia set. Is this a fractal model, no?
Yes.
Because
yes,
I saw
yes.
Julia.
Yeah. It's like part of the where is it? The key commands. Yeah, I think yes.
This was super nice. Thank you. Also, nice memories because it's his first live coding environment I used was Giver a really long time ago, and it looked very different. And I was happy to see like all these amazing new features. And thank you for your lovely presentation and music. Dennis has a question.
Yeah, can you back to your code, which you maybe back button if tap you back button?
No, I think I just delete it, but that's fine. I can.
But
just
maybe you can open anyway.
I can just.
I remember what was like. First of all, like you have everywhere stop.
Yes, exactly.
How do you run it and how do you stop it? I don't get it.
I can restart and so I can like play it.
You select and what you do?
Hmm?
You select everything what you want to play, or
Yeah. So
like how you play drums, for instance,
oh yes. So you select it.
and what you tap in, what you tap.
Okay. I was like confused. Yes, you just you say drums, and if you want to stop something, you just use the keyword that you're like setting the.
To stop it.
Yes, exactly. So for instance, if I have K and that's my kick, and I want to stop my kick, then I just have K dot stop, and like I have that for each of them if I want to play another thing.
Sorry, I still don't get it. Like you have, you need to select something, and then you need to tap some button on your keyboard. Or what? Like, okay, maybe we can discuss it later.
It's not a big mystery. So like I have drums.
Yes.
Yes, and if I want to stop drums, I just yeah.
Evaluate. Okay.
And, then I
and when you
stop. Yes. Yes. Control Enter. Yeah.
Control. Oh, okay. And when you want to play something, you select everything and then again tap on Control Enter.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. And this is like a title. Is it?
And if I want to play
yeah.
everything, I can just say Alt Enter. But I don't know why sometimes it doesn't work. Like
Maybe
that's the
because
thing
it
with
stops.
Giver.
Maybe it's a run. It also stops. Try to move all keys stop at the end. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's because I have stop, then I cannot do
playing
it.
stop.
But
Yeah. And with this title, you see pattern like drums.title key.
Oh yes, so this
How
is
it's
an
like
interesting feature that I found in Giver today.
Okay.
That you can have like I don't know how to explain this, but like through title, because I don't know title, but I do know that like Giver and title they're connected, and like it used title to have this.
Notation.
Yes, exactly, repetition. Mini notation, yes.
Okay,
and like
cool.
it's just like key day repeating. But today, I don't know why, it's just like it's different because this SD should be together, so something there happened.
Okay.
But
it's
yeah.
parsing, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I need to figure out.
Kick drum, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe bass drum? Okay, interesting.
Yes,
Why
there's
it's kick drum
drums
and not
and
bass
then
drum?
the hat makes this
Okay, cool,
sound.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I have many. Someone else?
Oh my god.
Hey, I was inspired by your 100 Days of Hydra. I'm gonna do it as well. So
Thank you.
So you set out to, I think you want to find, to overlay geometric forms on real-time things, you know?
Real-time things, yes.
Yeah. So what did you find out more in your 100 Days of Hydra? Did you stumble on something you didn't expect, or or only in the geometric forms?
What I enjoy about the
No, like did you find out something which you not like was set out to find out?
Like using Hydra, something that is set up.
Or what did you have like take away
I think
after
that
100 days
this
of Hydra?
live webcam and like doing the geometries at the same time, and then like I was like at the beginning I was like I want to make this specific geometry, but then suddenly it passed. I was like at KBK where I study, and someone passed in the middle, and then the circle will glitch through the person in this case. So that was like sometimes was unexpected. That's what I really enjoy about using this.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, like
webcam.
unexpected glitches. Stuff.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sure.
Anyone else? Question? Are you going to do 100 days of Giver?
Yes, that's the idea.
The question is if 100 days of Giver are coming.
Anyone else? Questions? We're here in time. Okay, good.
Thank you then, very, very much. We have a break. We have a break.
Yes, let's make a break for it.
Go grab a drink, go talk, enjoy, and we'll be back in approximately 20 minutes.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, long time no see. No problem, no problem. I didn't notice it at all. Yeah, it was really nice. I really like the set.
How long's the break?
Educate them in just set it like that. So that I can take a picture. But then I can play.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, give us a couple of minutes. Alex is almost ready. And we go back. Meanwhile, you can hear Dennis's swiping frequencies. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. 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 Hi. I'm Alex. I'm going to be presenting some of my very rough in progress system. Yeah. So. Yeah. I really started out with tidal cycles, as was presented here before, and it's amazing. I highly recommend it, either tidal cycles or yeah, strudel. And yeah, just really fell in love with this patterning system of MIDI notation and about patterning everything. I thought it was very cool. But I always felt, I really started out in pure data and did some super collider as well. So I'm kind of I don't know, more interested as well in just kind of the raw synthesis aspect of it. So I've been kind of working on trying to, yeah, kind of figure out ways of kind of merging them together. So now, so yeah, it's been a while that I've been trying to figure this out, and there's some libraries for Super Collider to allow you to write mini notation, but they're still quite unstable. They would pretty much reliably crash every single performance that I did. Just like the entire system would go down, just start from scratch. So that was not very viable. So what I'm doing now is actually just using the built-in link clock. Tidal Cycles connects to the Ableton link clock by default. So yeah, and then it's just a matter of like tuning your latency, and then you kind of at least have the have the sound in sync. So yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not playing anything right now. So yeah, so this is all very, very rough. So I was kind of just finishing up getting this connected this weekend. So it's still quite rough. So actually, we can just check if it is actually in sync, which I'm not so sure of right now. But we'll see. If we just. Yeah, okay, so that's close. Could probably nudge this around, but yeah, so as far as I understand it, the latency should be relatively the same, because of course Tidal Cycle is running from Super Collider. So just yeah, it's just a matter of fine-tuning it in, and at least from what the forums were telling me, there's no real way to actually do this, but just like kind of by ear and tuning this. So yeah, so that actually means that I can like take the sound in from Tidal Cycles. Well, supposedly this should stop it, but yeah, I didn't set up the environment, sorry. It's classic. Yeah, so it's pretty much in sync. Yeah, but then this should allow me to manage my my audio from Super Collider, and means that I can also like so. Yeah, so now I can like pipe the channels from title directly into Super Collider, and then from there I can actually use that either as an input for other synthesis, or as I do in some later example, or yeah, like add effects, do a lot of like side chaining and a lot of stuff that would be maybe require some more forethought to prepare within title. And I guess that's kind of like what it comes to, that like that like for my workflow I really want to I kind of want to be able to like do everything from the live coding point of view. So like even like while I'm developing my system, I kind of want to be within the system. So yeah, just kind of show you a bit of what I've been working on with it. And yeah, as you can see, it's very much a work in progress. As it's stops working every once in a while. Yeah, it seems this precarious system has completely shed itself. But I guess that's part of the beauty of this whole thing.
Sure is. Anyone has questions? I actually. Okay. Flo. I actually have a question myself. This is where the interface we're seeing here is. This is Super Collider. So you're running Tidal inside Super Collider?
No, this is actually just. This is. This is a lot of layers of. So I have Tmux to split my terminal into a bunch of windows. Then I have NeoVim, which handles my code. Then I have some terminals and some cute extras. But
cool. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else has a question? Dennis has a question. Yeah. Oh, Nikki. Yeah.
I'm curious what drove you to make this specific setup, and maybe what kind of type of music you like to make with this or plan on creating.
I think I'm very much for very noisy stuff generally. So I think and I did some time just working in pure Super Collider. And I kind of really love working in Super Collider. I feel that's the one language I feel the most kind of free into just explore sonic space that's not so sample based. Kind of coming from pure data, I kind of really enjoy this idea of just kind of mashing together waveforms and kind of having these synths that you can just kind of fully reconfigure on the fly. So I think that's sort of what I was going for. But then, kind of the more I got into Super Collider, the more and more I started to kind of despise the patterning in Super Collider. It's I'm not a fan of the PDEFs and all that good stuff, and I feel it doesn't. For me, it doesn't work so well within proxy space. I think I forgot to mention that all of the Super Collider code is running within the proxy space environment, which might mean something to you or not. I don't know if I'll go too deep into it, but yeah, I think the core of like what I wanted to achieve with it was kind of like try to find some balance between this kind of like raw expressiveness of just throwing together some buffers and of still being able to have this you know, very high level control over some aspects. And I think like in the future I would love to just like be able to, for example, just route just control buses from tidal cycles to. I did some rudimentary work on that before I restarted the whole system, but yeah. So I think do
yeah, my question, maybe I just missed. You put tidal cycles, you want to run tidal cycles and super collider in sync, right? And it's, what's the idea behind was that it's kind of to this cycling mechanism?
Yeah, it's mostly just to be able to use the kind of like patterning features of tidal within in super collider. Yeah.
Oh, do you know? You've turned off me. No.
No more questions.
Yes. Do you know Johan? Did you know Johan from the community? He, I think, play around with Super Collider, and I think he kind of pick up this mini notation things. I think it's on his GitHub. Maybe you can, send you to link.
So is that like to write it within Super Collider? Or
Yes,
is it like
yeah. He did something. He so used it. I think maybe Sebas.
It's called Tidy.
Tidy, yeah, that's the one I was actually using. That I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but it was crashing for me. Or maybe I was just being too abstract with my mini notation. Finding some education. Oh yeah, actually. So it's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played. And there is in helicopter, he I think also played this. Yeah, so there is like some information, but if you know, that's cool. Yeah, that's I think so.
I thought you were wrapping up, and so I was asking if anyone else has questions. Timo has a question. Would you?
Yeah, and the screen. Oh, no, it's back.
It's connecting because of me?
No, I think there's some loopbacks between all the hardware.
Yeah, well, you think with all these cables?
It might
Yeah,
be.
the electromagnetic field around here must be amazing.
I think it's mostly because there's different power groups, and there might be interference.
I don't think Wouter needs to explain the infrastructure of the space on stream. But yeah, thank you for the presentation. I like always a lot to see how people make their own systems. I think it's very cool. I was wondering how you go about, or how for you it feels like switching between these two languages if you would perform live, because like I've tried to go to different languages at the same time, and then, for example, like do visuals and sound at the same time, and then you're like you have to swap the whole time. Like okay, now I'm coding Hydra, and now I'm coding I don't know some other language, Super Collider, and so if you start to combine this, then okay, you have to code Tidal and you have to code Super Collider at some point, and then I'm wondering, do you maybe for you it's super easy to switch? That could be the answer, of course, but also maybe you have a preference for one or the other, or how do you see that work out in the performance setting, I guess?
Yeah. So like like so far I haven't really performed much with it at all, since I'm still kind of constructing it. But yeah, it is something that I was actually thinking about yesterday when I was working on it. That it's not, it's not ideal, and I guess to an extent, it's not kind of like my ideal workflow.
Right, so it needs some more.
Yeah, exactly, and I think like.
It needs some test drive.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's think, but you know, for me, it's you know, it's just like kind of like a minor point. Like, still, I prefer to have the power of being able to use both of them and kind of sacrifice that convenience, and then, you know, of course, you just
exactly.
have some like nice shortcuts to switch your windows over.
No, exactly. And of course, this is always the trade-off. Like, do you make abstractions and then hide everything in the back end, but then you don't have control over what you feed in the back end, because then you have to break it open every time.
But then you know, I think like a part of what I wanted to explore with this as well was trying to like integrate the system actually into the NeoVim editor that I'm using, and actually write a custom plugin that kind of allows me to have a certain kind of control surface. Like, now I'm just pretty much using some stock NeoVim, and it's like you can really feel that the like editor does slow me down. Like, it's very often, you know, providing all these weird suggestions and auto-filling them out and stuff like that. So, you know, but I think like for the future of this, I think like, you know, I think I'm going to tackle that challenge kind of by integrating, yeah, my keyboard kind of like in some sense. To make it easier, for sure.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to see a performance with it in the future. Well, thank you.
Something to say? No.
Why do you still go for using NeoVim, even though it's like not so easy to set it up, and you could have been just using some web environments, which would have kind of worked fine?
So
that's my question.
Yeah, so I think that, and kind of linking into just this whole system, is that I think, you know, sometimes I think I just like enjoy more making systems than I actually do, you know, playing the systems. You know, it's like so much passion and stuff just goes into the actual structure of the system, and then it's like, oh yes, I also have to play it. Like, oh yes, also for an end, I guess, you know, or you know, means for something. So I think it's also just like kind of my, you know, obsessive need to control everything within my computer down to like a microscopic level, you know, to the point where, you know, yeah, I'm like seeing strudel so much these days, and you know, it's like, yeah, wouldn't life be easy if I could just open my browser and it would be, you know, I don't have to write intense shell scripts to configure my tmux session to you know, create custom NeoVim plugins to, you know, it's like, you know, at the end, what's what's it all for?
I experienced a similar thing of not trying a bunch of live coding environments because they didn't have proper NeoVim support, and I never really felt like doing it myself. And you're doing it yourself, so that's great. Maybe we all can benefit from it then.
But also, NeoVim has amazing Super Collider and Tidal Cycles plugins already, which I use stock, and they're wonderful.
Yeah, but you're not doing like it as a separate thing. You're combining, so you do have
don't
to
burn out your eyeballs when you open Super Collider and it's this bright white screen. I've tried. I've only managed to change the tutorial window to dark, but not the rest of it. I don't.
I have it in dark mode here. Yeah, it's unbearable.
But you know, since I got it on my NVIM, I haven't opened the actual title Super Collider. Yeah, right.
What distro are you running?
Void Linux. It's just. Yeah, and that's actually why I was just setting up my system, was because I was switching to Void over my Arch face.
Just Debian Scum.
No, I love Debian. I actually run it on more computers than I run Void. This is the for fun computer, so that runs Void. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, no, we were talking about the timeline, and that you're coming next.
So okay, yeah, cool.
Is there any other question before we wrap up this presentation? No? Then
Okay, next.
Thank you very much. Cool. So then I bring the microphone to you, Walter.
Next time I'll have a working working system.
Switch your sound. Walter?
This yours, huh?
Are you on? You're on. That's
Can
a
I
really
plug
bad
this one out
position.
safely? Or?
It's not a good angle. But then change it. Maybe you turn around.
Oh wait, if I do it like this, it's a good angle. Yeah, okay, I get it.
You're on, you're not on.
Thanks,
Now
man.
you're on.
Wait, now I'm on.
Goeie kop voor de radio.
Absolute. I got a face for radio. Everybody knows it. I thought there's an open slot, so I just jump in and talk a little bit about signal processing and using Shine to make life easier a little bit. No, not really. It's not. It's more about. I don't actually have a good demo because. Well, let me dive into it. Wait, how do I? Yeah.
On the projector yet, right?
No, I am, but I need to turn off my little thing that we have here, and then switch over to this thing. Where is that? Why can't I just mirror this? Here we go. So I've been working on this project with a robot kind of guy, Daniel Simon, who did the acrobatics thing. It was on a bunch of commercial TV things, like Holland's Got Talent this September. But that's not what I'm working on with him. We're working on a different thing. But he works with robots and acrobatics. He's a circus artist and juggler. He also did a residency here at V2 at some point and developed this awesome robot. But now we're developing this new show, and I'm helping. And we just did our first few tryouts. And I'm going to quickly look up this video and hope it doesn't die in the stream. So here's a really quick run through of the thing we're doing. As soon as this loads somehow. No, I don't want this profile. I want to open the. I suck at meta products, or maybe meta products suck. I don't know. Because I'm trying to click this and it's not going anywhere.
Some people, their own system break, but you.
I can even use regular systems that are mainstream. I have all these browser plugins that might fuck things up for me. I don't know.
Why don't you save the video on your computer?
That would have been great, wouldn't it? No, it was just published actually, so I didn't prepare shit. I could actually have this really nice 3D demo. Wait, I'm gonna first talk a little while I try and solve this. So this project is about having a robot perform as a performer, and we've designed this performance about can a robot actually be a performer? What we have is a cobot, which is a robot arm that there's a bunch of models of it. The thing people know is those gigantic robots from the 80s that do like car soldering. What's Lasse?
Welding.
Welding. Thanks, Timo. Awesome. So like welding robots, but these like smaller, like a factor of 5, sort of like 1 meter, 2 meter high things that have relative power and leverage. But the nice thing is they're reasonably affordable and reasonably technically accessible. They all have the same number of joints, and those have different properties for the actuator motors that are in them. They can do like 1 rotation, 2 rotations. Some can only do 180 rotations per servo. But most of these models send you the data that they have through Telnet or some protocol, and then you just wrap some Python code around it to process that shit and publish it in something you like OSC or MIDI or your own custom weirdness in REST. I don't know. But then you're writing all this code yourself, right? We have these custom robots, well, generalized robots with specific custom properties, and we want to write this performance, and well, we've been using all these different robots all the time through, so how can we sort of avoid doing everything again and again? At some point, we want to have our visualizations of our digital decor in the show react to the stuff that we do, but each time we swap a robot out, because sometimes we can borrow a robot from this place, and we have to try this thing, and there was this sponsorship from this other guy, and now we're going to buy one, but still, every time the properties of the code stuff changes, but the properties of the physical thing, they're relatively the same. We have those 6 actuator motors, but the data is different. But then the stuff we want to run from that is the same. We want to have these rotation data do stuff on our screen or make some data happen in some other stuff. What's that thing called again? Touch Designer, for instance. And other stuff. So how can we set this up that we have an easy way to test this code? This stuff that we get from the robot, and does it work with other stuff? How do we connect that? And I ran into this thing called Shutine. I've been talking to some theater people, I'm like, why do you use Shutine? It could be more stable, but it's really easy to work with, and it's super iterative. I really like it, and it was designed by a guy who does this for stage and theater performance himself as well. So it's a really nice tool. And I'll try and find the video of the actual performance that we do later. But I'm just going to open up Shutine and talk a little bit about its routing properties, because I was very surprised about its recording functionality. And it's like a multi-tool for signals. Yeah, sure.
Best way to start.
This is great. This is live, man. I didn't prepare anything. I can't find my files. I can't find it. My software can't find my files. This is great. Yeah, man. But I'm having fun. That was the goal, right? I hope you're entertained. I'm just going to create a new thing. Oh, I know. This is on some network drive, and that network drive isn't here. That's the thing. So maybe I can just open up a thing that isn't on the network drive. Wouldn't that be sweet? So let's see, is the robot disco here, or no, it actually moves to the network drive. This is sad.
Please don't play copyrighted music.
What?
Please don't play copyrighted music.
No, I won't. I'm not going to kill your stream. No worries. No, if I had the actual recording, we do use something that we pay rights for.
I saw it in my stream report by Google.
Oh shit! When does that happen? What? Which this session though?
No.
Oh. All right. Did this kill your monetization?
When Daniel was here, he presented, I don't know, his TV intervention, and it had.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, but it was Daniel, it wasn't me.
No.
I'm like Shaggy, man. It wasn't me. So I'm trying to do a new thing. Let's just create a new project because I don't have stuff with me. But it keeps saying user canceled, but I didn't. I didn't though. Aki, what did you do? I don't know. Well, I'm going to save you the horror of me pulling the repository and loading the file in. I'm just sad that I can't do the new thing. But I'm just going to go. And oh, wait, there is just already a new file, so nothing changes because we're there already. So Shine, it has a really nice graphical user interface. You can write modules for it. There is some JavaScript you can do. You can also write Python in it. It has like these container things, which makes it awesome for connecting stuff up. Most of the stuff I do is distributed a bunch of machines, so I can actually not crash completely or just have this one thing crash. This might explain a little bit about my stuff on its own when it's not in the right network, is a little bit unstable. But here you have a state machine where you can say, hey, I want to add, for instance, a state which can have some data properties. And then, like most views here, have objects in them that you can then look at in this inspector thingy. And there you can modify those objects again. So here you can have a mapping to another thing, like some inputs. And this sort of gets filled as you create things within this environment. So you really have the opportunity to put all your things in and really connect up these giant webs of data structures. So I wish I could show the thing that I don't have, but there we, for instance, have the feed from the robot from a Python script that then here gets processed into these JSON objects that we can just pass around to other things. And I think I can create here some routers. For instance, I can say I want a router that, wait, let me close that again. The router can connect up your modules, and those modules can be very familiar things like protocols, like OSC, MIDI, DMX, even serial stuff like RS202, RS101, all these old school hardware connectors. So you suddenly have access to all this legacy hardware if you know the protocol and how to write the C shit for it, which I don't, but you know, I see a lot of smart people here. I think you know what's up.
Wouter?
Yeah.
So is it like, does it mean that we can like send MIDI from like a Strudel to Ableton and like connect here them?
Yeah, for instance, you can grab your MIDI on your system here. You can just grab that into this. So let's say we have a MIDI module.
Yeah.
And we configure that here. Do I have something? I think my MIDI bus is just the standard MIDI bus right now from my Mac. During this project, we had some fiddling around with Windows because it doesn't have its own MIDI bus by default.
Okay.
So you might have to set something up for that. But I think if you're running SuperCollider or something that provides its own MIDI
and you
bus,
can kind of create this virtual audio inputs like virtual aggregated devices on Mac, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll jump into that a little bit for insight, because this is like one of those things that make Mac OS kind of nice, because it has this by default. It's just this really weird tool from the Beyond time, because this is the audio device configurator, but then you have also the MIDI studio, which provides you with this map of all your MIDI hardware. Wait, I need to change this to the graph view. Is that this one? Yeah. So here you see most MIDI devices I've connected to this machine in the past. And right now, I don't really have anything connected except the IAC driver, which is a MIDI driver that provides the MIDI route. Yeah, exactly. But in Mac, I think this is standard. I don't think I installed anything. And on Windows, this doesn't exist
it's
per
standard
default.
one, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you hook up whatever this is, like a CDJ 2000, which you can connect through USB, and then it will also send MIDI.
Oh, yeah. And then any MIDI controllers, and then you can put it in this Châtain.
Yeah, and if you have like I have one of those Roland MIDI to USB things, so I can just connect a synth or something or some pattern generator somehow with a MIDI cable and grab it here. And then in Châtain, I can here have the IAC driver, which is the same thing that we have here. This red thing is the USB IAC driver thing that Mac has. And now I'm listening to my MIDI chain there. And then here I can have, for instance, another module. Let's say I have some hardware. I don't think I can send to a Wiimote, but let's do it the other way around. Let's say I have a Wiimote and I want to send some stuff from the Wiimote to my MIDI chain, which you could also do. So you create a router, you select your source module, your input, and then you select your out module, your MIDI channel, and then you configure the stuff. And this is not something you can't do with code, but what I like is that all the stuff is already there. Like for these very specific things that this guy, Ben Cooper, has worked with, it is there. And this is like, I was just telling Joris this outside. I do really weird solutions also in my web development stuff because I don't want to build all these data management and user systems. I want to build the cool stuff that we need to get something done. And for this performance, I don't want to build my own C-based super fast thing. This might crash every once in a while, but our performance is 15 minutes, and then we pause it and reset everything. Yeah. Yeah, like the different visions on instability.
I just want to give a comment because I use this software a lot for my graduation project, and I just wanted to add that this software is also really nice to use with Arduino or ESP because you can actually handle all the logic in here and just send commands to these devices, so you don't have to do all the coding and computing in there. So that's really nice. And I also want to say, do we still want to do a jam? Because then we need to do it soon, or we just take some more time to go deeper into Châtain. That's also good.
I think we'd want to do a jam. I wanted to sort of run through this quickly and go like, hey, this is a thing I saw. It's pretty awesome. I recommend you use it if you work with signals. Yeah, I can wrap up in like 2 or 3.
I mean, if there's,
Because Nikki's use case is really what this is for. Like, just get started with some stuff, and then they have most of the things. And if you really need some custom stuff, you can script some things on top, and it really allows you to use things you already have, which is awesome.
Can we put it on the HackMD?
Yeah, let me paste that link. And
This is going to HackMD.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly put some stuff in there.
Yeah. And we're also going to put my stuff on HackMD, but not now.
I'm going to paste my HackMD in here. I just want to say Ben Cooper's super active. He has a really nice Discord. He knows that the shit could be more stable, but if you have issues, he's really available. He responds like within 3 hours. And he's really up for being invited into places for talks, because that's how he meets people which he likes. We should, man. We should. Yeah, no, that would be cool. He would be up for that, I think. He's a nice guy. Anyway, thanks for the time. Yeah.
Question from Timo.
I have the answer. Maybe it's more a question to the guy who built this, of course.
Nice trick shot.
So here's my question.
Right, I have this mic for you if you want it.
Is this plugged in or not? Or is it turned on or off? Go, go, go.
Yes. This platform looks super nice, but also I was curious how you feel it compares to things like Pure Data, Max MSP, Touch Designer. Like all these platforms also already had a lot of possibilities to get MIDI in, OSC in, do mapping and send it to, I don't know, some other thing. Yeah, what is your thought? Is this like better, or is it different, or is it more intuitive, or I don't know, whatever you have to
like
say?
if you compare it to Touch Designer, it's a little bit more specified. Like Touch Designer is a super kit. You can build like whatever you want with it, basically.
Yeah, because for visuals you can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
This is very specific for only one task.
This is mostly signal processing based on timelines. So what I forgot to mention is that it has a really nice recording feature called Parrot, where you just say, okay, grab all these signals. So I go to the robot lab, we do some stuff with the robot, I capture the robot stuff, I go home, do another sprint in the home studio, go back next week, test it again, do a new recording, see that it works, or do new interaction with the robot. So this is where it really closes the loop, where you're sort of like, okay, I built all the things that are connected, but now I'm no longer connected. The thing I just had at the beginning of this talk. So that's sort of where it really shines for me.
Almost looks like a game engine with lots of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like it also has this really bleepy interface where you see the signals actually visually go through things, and it has a sequencer where you could do some timeline associations as well. I could do more talks, but I think Ben Cooper would be nicer for that, because I only touch the surface of this, but I'm already smitten because it's so specific for that thing, just signal processing, and that recording part. Love it. Jam.
So there's a request for a jam. So we will take 5 minutes, as short as possible, to set it up. And so let's grab a beer and let's have a closing jam. Yes.
What is the format now? Is it like a group jam or is it individual?
We don't know.
We have 5 minutes. Do we create a flock? I like what we did last time, where we sort of team up.
There is a flock. We're going to go to flock. We just okay. We're going to have a flock jam. Yes. It's in the notes in the HackMD. Yes.
I can't scan that link with my laptop. Yeah, maybe I can. Then I have to rotate the camera. Is the link not just very simple to type?
No, it's not simple at all.
It's not simple at all, but it's in the signal group. That helps.
Here's the flock session. I found it. Here's the link. It says jam in the HackMD, and you click the flock thing. Oh shit, when I take away the QR code, you can't, of course.
Let's explain what flock is. It would be good to... Do we have it on the screen, somebody? So if you go to flock.cc, but can you put it... you have it on the big screen. So if you go to flock.cc, you can... flock is kind of like an online resource developed by Damian Silvani, really cool guy from Buenos Aires, and you can, in this webpage, use different environments. Like in this case, we have a Mercury section and a Strudel section and a Hydra section, and you can add new panes into this thing to have different live coding environments. And anyone who accesses this URL that you see on top, say again? Or on the HackMD. But basically, when you go to this referenced page, you can just start coding and jamming with everybody else. You can see, for example, I can see Timo is already there, and I need my glasses. Nikki is already there. So it's a really cool playground for live coding, collective live coding. So that's what we're going to do. And Rick is going to say something before.
Maybe one rule: if you are coding and your line is not complete, disable it. And if you're done with your line, enable it and evaluate the whole thing, or else we got like a lot of errors the whole time. I was still talking.
I would like to translate what Rick just said. So when you start a new line, just first start with // so with a comment. So everything you're typing is not evaluated. Once you finish typing what you wanted to type, then remove the comment, and you will be on the algorithm, on the script. Yeah, make sense?
program that
No sync. That's me.
There's no sync between these two things. I can sync with Ableton Link, but
Yeah, that works.
then Strudel needs to sync with Ableton Link also.
I think Struggle can take a MIDI BPM. I think you can pull that from Ableton Link or from your CDJ.
It should make some sound, right?
Death by glitch.
Ending with a crash.
Oh, this is the end also.
I don't know.
I just 2203. 2203. I
Is that the
think.
magic number? Yeah,
Huh?
that might be the magic number.
It seems like sounds like a magic number. Shall I? Ah. My browser is still running. This is browser plus, I think. That's a browser. Okay, but we should wrap it up anyways. No, that's 10. So thank you everyone for being here, and whoever was online, and thank you for everybody presenting the work. And do we have any announcements for the future? Yeah, the next session is November. Do you guys remember? November, early November, first week of November. Subscribe to the Netherlands Coding Live calendar. There you can find all about all about live coding in the Netherlands and beyond. Say again? Just what? Yeah. Sometimes via. Yeah, here it is. Well, our next meetup should be here already, no? I think not there. Oh, almost. Okay, well, you can check it here. There will be more stuff coming up. We have regular meetups every month here at V2. Thank you, V2, for hosting us, our crazy show. Thank you. And there's, of course, monthly meetups in Eindhoven as well. So you can see those as well in Netherlands Coding Live, github.io. I think this was it. Thank you very much, everybody, for collectively putting this together. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Sometimes, yeah, exactly. Sometimes things just work out. Broken blocks. Somebody brought the stickers.